All right, here we are in the Airstream with Joy and John Paul, also known as the Civil Wars. Welcome.
Howdy.
It's always nice to start out an interview with a big compliment. We started on air streaming about 2 years ago, and it coincided very much with you guys coming onto the scene. And it was a topic of conversation when we started putting this together. Like, this is the kind of stage where people can really see a band like the Civil Wars in the most intimate and clean setting. So you had something to do with our beginning.
Oh, sweet.
Wow,
No way.
that's crazy.
And we've been scrapping to get you in here for 2 years.
I know, so we finally made it.
2011, phenomenal year for the two of you. It would take me 20 minutes to go through all the highlights of the awards and the places you've played, but to you, each of you, whether together or separate, what was an absolute highlight of 2011?
Oh, that's the $1,000,000 question.
Seriously, I think that's really hard to say. Being here in Austin when we were here for South by was, I think, was a good moment for us to realize that there was potential to what we were doing, because
And momentum was kind of growing.
right, because when the record came out, virtually no one knew who we were.
We didn't.
Except you. And so, you know, we knew it was an uphill battle, but things fell in place pretty quickly, more so than we'd been used to in prior endeavors. So I don't know, for me it kind of all culminated when we played when we sold out the Ryman in Nashville.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
That was a big deal, because I'd listen to my dad tell stories about sitting up listening to WSM radio and listening to the Grand Ole Opry, and then I did the same thing, and it was just like this hallowed place that, you know, was kind of like Mecca, and that I never really thought I'd be there. So that was a big deal.
I mean, I'm glad you chose one, just because I literally cannot pick.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's people that we've toured with, or cities that we've been to, people that we've met along the way, or just all the experiences we've had have just been surreal. I mean, we don't take any of it for granted, because, you know, we were beating our heads against various walls before we met each other in the industry and in making music. So to finally see the momentum and to feel it and to keep riding the wave of it, there's just a whole lot of like thank you happening every day for what we get to do. So
and
I couldn't pick
pinching
one.
ourselves too.
Yeah.
And then 2011, also picking up a Grammy. You know, you picked up a Grammy as country artist and folk artist. Yeah. Does one mean more to you than the other? I know that's a hard thing to answer without
honestly,
offending.
The two go so well hand in hand, because we didn't set out to not fit into a box. It's just we were really selfishly making a record that we just determined we're only going to make music that we love to make, and we're not going to have any determinants. We're not going to say we can't really use that instrument because it doesn't work for country music, or radio might not play this. You know, we'd played all those games before, so it's honestly having the two nominations, much less wins, was kind of rewarding for us, because we knew we didn't fit, and we were perfectly fine with that. We felt like we kind of straddled multiple genres, and we embrace that. We don't think that's a bad thing.
No.
And so
you were particularly disheartened to find yourself not on the ballot, however, for best hip hop album. So that was
second record.
2012.
Second record.
You heard it here first.
Look out.
And you know, this may be a difficult question to ask, but if you guys had not collaborated at this songwriting session, and it sounds like it was a magical moment, like, wait, we got something.
Yeah, it was.
If you hadn't had that moment, where would each of you be separately today? I mean,
a little more sane. No,
probably true. I wouldn't have the gray hair I have now.
Yep.
I'd probably be teaching.
Yeah.
Because I'd already started taking classes. I graduated from University of North Alabama, but it was, you know, music degree, and decided I'd had a solo deal that had fell apart at the end, and was just completely fried when I met her, and was already sort of pointing my head toward a different direction.
It's funny, and education was sort of where I was headed too, but in a different sense. I mean, I similarly, but different circumstances, was feeling crispy after having had a solo deal, and was working part-time at a friend's clothing boutique, and I had just met with the head of psychology at Vanderbilt University to see if I could begin studying to be in therapy, and now I'm just the one that needs it.
Well, lucky for all of us, you guys made this happen. Thanks for coming in.
No, thank you for
it's
having
our
us.
pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. It's finally a venue the right size for us.